Mike, despite some of the decent football, some of the performances you've deemed to be decent, is it fair to say that a result will just settle everything down a little bit after 3 games?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we need. I feel. We're not making any excuses. The performances haven't been where we wanted them to be. We always talk about making sure that we stack the odds so far in our favour, that any counter-attacks or referees' decisions don't hurt us. But we haven't managed to get the points on the board that we wanted. So for us, everyone's in good spirits. We've been working extremely hard this week, and we're looking forward to a tough test.
I guess it would be quite easy to make the excuse, that's probably not the right choice of words, but to talk about the sheer quantity of players that have joined the club, the changes and adapting to that, and to say that it's going to take a little bit of time. But are you quite keen to not use that as an excuse? Yeah,
I'm just keen to keep working with the boys, keep watching the footage and learning and trying to help the footage with teaching tools. We've got a very experienced squad in there, and I think as a club, of course, a win will settle everyone down. I think maybe a couple of the lads as well. I think that as you go into a season, and especially in a new team, you want to register your first win. You want to get that feeling. You want to get that feeling and that connection with the fans. Obviously, everyone individually wants to make a good impression, but that's a collective feeling as well. So for me, no, I'm not looking at any excuses. I'm looking at a very tough test to what we're going to face against a very strong, physical, experienced team on Saturday, and how we can hurt them.
And Carlisle will feel they've got something to prove. Relegated, they'll want to bounce straight back. Pedals knows all about that.
Yeah. Well, I've worked with their manager, and he's a hard worker. He's a good guy. He knows his stuff. So of course, I think everyone's got something to prove in this game. I think you wouldn't be in the game if you're not looking to prove yourself every day, really. And I think that's the tough side about the industry. But no, for us, it's an incredible challenge. I think they're looking to bounce straight back up, like you said, and they're a huge football club, and we're looking for our first win, and we want to make sure that we do it our way. And the more the uncertainty grows, the more enjoyable that is for us to really get our teeth into it, because we have to look at it in that respect, because that we're not far off, we know that, but we've just got to make sure that we come out on the right side of a performance.
Transfer window's still open, and there's been business done, of course, we know about, but anything in or out that we could expect?
Nothing I can really comment on, to be honest. Right. I think there are a few plates spinning. Our squad's significant, so there might be a few leaving, but at the minute I can't really put any labels on that.
And just finally, a mention for Dean Lewington, and it's another mention for Dean Lewington, but I mean a great accolade, PFA Merit Award for his services to the game that he picked up midweek. Just a comment on Dean.
That's it. It's an exhale, and there's what can you say about, wow, he's a tremendous guy. I mean, his leadership skills right now, I think, are crucial for the group and the club to guide us and help us. But on a personal note, it's phenomenal. I've never known a player like it, to be honest, in my whole career that I've played with somebody. I mean, I don't know if he'd mind me saying, but he picked up something in training in Germany, and the physios were thinking, this is going to be a couple of weeks. I think 2 days later he was back on, and it was just like I couldn't get my head around it. And he was like, "I'm fine, absolutely fine." And I'm like, "Right, okay." And then he played, and then obviously come straight in and play 90 minutes like he has done. He's a phenomenon, and he deserves a lot of credit and all the these comments and remarks. But I think he's going to keep outseeing many more staff and players.
Just finally on that, obviously the club has recognised him continually through his time, and the fans, and we've talked about Dean and interviewed him several times. I guess it's just nice to get that outside appreciation from the Professional Football Association for Dean, because it's sometimes with MK Dons and everything that's happened in the past, it's nice to get that outside recognition for what he's achieved.
Yeah, I think on the bigger scale, I think that's what you're talking about. Because for me, in the football circles, you know, he holds huge status, and for what he's achieved. And I still have players ringing me now asking about him, and because he is a phenomenon, and he's made differently. And no, but it's nice for it to get on the bigger scale, and to the awards where he's sitting there with, you know, the biggest and best names in the world in world football. So I think it was nice for him to get the recognition, but as a club as well to see that further afield.
Thanks, Mike.
Just a brief one from me. How's everybody doing injury-wise?
Yes, Nico's had a little clean-up, so he's eating the gym at the minute. I think he's incredibly keen to come back. Obviously, he had a taste, and so did we and the fans, and everyone liked what they see. So, you know, we're all pushing him to do what he can. Not that he needs that. Loz is trained well this week, so hopefully with no reactions, we should be all good. I think Pritch is still feeling a little bit. Liam Kelly will be touch and go today. Have a little bit of a late fitness test. Mate Dennis has still got a little bit to go. And yeah, I think Lex is working hard the longer term. He's been brilliant, to be fair. He comes in every day, does his work. He's still got a smile on his face. And yeah, I think he's got a lot of respect for the lads. Just how he just gets his head down and deals with it. It's a phenomenal mental strength that he's got there. So, and yeah, I think we've picked up a few knocks that we've shaken off, and we're all good.
On Lawrence Maguire, it's such a frustrating time to get injured, wasn't it, in the latter part of the final pre-season game of the summer? But he must be chomping at the bit, and you know, his appetite must be whet to come back in.
Yeah, no, it was a back spasm, so it was one of those. It all came up as clear, and he's been in and out in the thick of it. So he's a real leader on many fronts. So yeah, it was frustrating for us and for him, but hopefully no reaction. Touch wood. We're not on the straight and narrow just yet. So we'll train today, and hopefully he can be back in the squad tomorrow.
And he's another one, of course, isn't he, that obviously coming in the summer, but people know about him. We saw enough of him in those games against Crawley to know what to expect from him, and to be excited if and when he does come back in. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, for me, we were trying to sign him at Gateshead. Didn't have much of a chance there, but yeah, his personality and his character, his pitch personality is big. He obviously showed quality-wise last year that he can play in a system and he can be very comfortable doing it. But I really like his leadership, and his mentality kind of fuses through the group, and he'll be a big character for us. So yeah, looking forward to having him back.